Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Beth from Restyled Pieces Boutique. This week I've picked up a really cheap side table. It's got a lot of finish on the top that's messed up and wearing off, but I saw the diamond beneath the rough because I think it is oak and it's going to be gorgeous. So if you want to watch this makeover, stay tuned. As you can see, this table has nice solid construction, and I was thinking that it might be oak underneath, but if you look at that pattern, how it repeats perfectly, I'm pretty sure it could be veneer. But this is a really nice wood top. It's wood and solid and heavy, and the base is constructed well, so it's a really good piece. It just needs cleaning up and a refresh, and so I'm using some cleaner. You can use any kinds of cleaner that get rid of dirt, wax, grease, grime, and then just make sure you rinse it well with some water. I'm using Crud Cutter. I also like Pure Power from Farmhouse Paint. I have used vinegar and water when I first started refinishing furniture. So, you know, there's a lot of different cleaners out there. Some people use Simple Green that you can take off the wax and the grease and the grime before you get started on your project. I decided that in order to do the top separately in a separate finish, that it would be easier to just take it off. And luckily there were 8 screws underneath. Pretty easy to undo those with my Black & Decker cordless screwdriver. And then I can work on the base and the top separately. There was a staple left in the bottom, probably from packaging or retail, and so I just couldn't let that go, so I had to get my painter's tool and get that popped right out. So I'm going to sand the finish to bare wood. I'm using my Festool 5-inch orbital sander, and it has a dust collection system, which really makes it almost dust-free. I really love this sander. It works so well. So I've already noticed on the corners and edges there's some veneer, and I realized it is veneer, which I thought it might be. There's some veneer that's chipped up, and so I probably am not going to be able to keep it wood, but I'm going to try to keep an open mind and hope that that's what happens, because I really do like the look of the grain. So as I sanded it off, though, I realized that I wasn't going to be able to keep it because there were just stains and things that weren't going to come out. So I'm using my Bondo 2-part putty wood filler to fill those parts that have chips in them and some little dents and dings on the top of the piece, so that then I'm going to be able to sand it smoothly, and then I will be able to put a beautiful finish on it. A faux blended look finish that'll look really great with what I have planned for this piece. So while that dries, I'm getting my the table base. I put it upside down and I put it on top of my hydraulic lift. This really saves your back and keeps you from working off of the floor so much. I'm using my SurfPret 3x4 Ray electric sander with a spongy, squishy sponge on it. That's the technical term. So that I can scuff sand and get rid of that shiny finish so that when I go to paint, the paint will stick. So yes, I am a gunslinger, a spray gun slinger. So I love my cute Fuji Q5 Platinum Sprayer. It just puts on such a smooth finish. I'm using Kiehl's Restoration Primer here. It is one of my favorite primers. It's water-based. It covers stains and bleed through, and it just leaves a smooth finish, like a smooth palette for you to put your paint on. I feel like it evens out the surface and makes it look so much better when you put your paint on. And then it also will make your paint last longer. So I'm a big proponent of priming. So I'm wheeling my top of the piece in, and I'm going to be priming it as well because I'm going to be painting this piece. I'll do the backside, let this dry, do the backside eventually, and then I will sand it smooth so that I can get ready for paint on the top. I'm going to be using Hybrid Beige. It's a beautiful, light, creamy beige paint, and that is from Farmhouse Paint. It's Evolution line. And I just love how it's also so smooth and it goes on smoothly. And then it gives me a palette for the next step of this faux finish. I let that dry well, and then I came in with Fusion Stain and Finishing Oil in Walnut, and it is a stain and finishing oil. It has resin in it, so there's no top coat necessary. It is super tough. I have several pieces in my own home where I've done a similar finish, and they've lasted for years. So I'm just taking, it is oil-based, so I'm using a sponge so I can just throw it away afterwards. I'm just taking that and putting a layer on my paint that I've already let dry, and then I will be wiping that back, and you'll see the beautiful finish that it leaves. When using this product on a painted surface, I do wipe it back immediately. You want to wipe it back well and not leave a lot of product on the surface. This is the color I'm painting the base. It's called Tango. It's a orangey brown color. It's a beautiful color. It is from Wise Owl 1 Hour Enamel, and I do have that available in my shop down below. I'll put a little tag here and you can order that directly from me. So I'm putting this first coat on with my Fuji Q5 Platinum Sprayer, and it is going on so smoothly. I love this paint. It will dry in about an hour, and then I can put my second coat on, which saves me a lot of time. This paint does not require a top coat. It is super durable. It comes in many beautiful colors, so just check that out below and find a color that you'll love. So I'm going to let this dry and then attach my top. Let's check out what it looked like to begin with when I brought it home. And now what it looks like now. Oh my goodness, that Tango beautiful burnt orange color with that top. I am just so excited how it turned out. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you would hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my makeovers, I would really appreciate it. And I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.